Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Beavers will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Corralled and brought down by the defense. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams.
He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Beavers want to move quickly. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. downs, get some positive momentum.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll line up trips to the right, the 4th receiver on the left on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Back to the air one more time. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Daniels. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon State 7, Penn State 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Beavers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Running to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. They want to throw it. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Escapes trouble. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Handoff from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Potts. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After misfiring, it's second down. Here comes the option. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. I mean, you've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon State. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On the ground, it's Humphreys. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Going up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win, but you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
After that last completion, it's second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On second down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Beavers! And the punishment has been extended.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up 14 over Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On second down, looking again to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
He'll pull it down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Nix.
The defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see. And you can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On second down, just keeps firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. He lets one fly deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. The give to the left side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Third down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon State 34, Penn State 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Quarterback checking off. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The corners are walked up tight. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Daniels. At the 40, there he goes. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch past the sticks.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over West Virginia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Wide out in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the ball is intercepted. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth